tíirna liv. Díomh agus tá fáilte roimh. You're very welcome, as mentioned here already, at the beginning of our Mass, to this very special occasion of mixed emotions, again mentioned already, as we gather to give thanks for, to celebrate, and I suppose in a small way to say goodbye to Múinteoir Méabh, who takes her leave of the school here today. And so it's lovely that we can come together with her family, with the whole school community, the miracle of technology. We're all here really, I suppose, in a very special way to say thank you for your time here in the school and for all that you have given throughout the, you mentioned already, 31 years here in the school. It's a lifetime, really. So it's wonderful that we can come together really in the context of Mass, of the Eucharist, meaning thanksgiving, to give thanks to God for all of the blessings that you have brought to the school here during your time teaching in the school. So we're delighted to be here to celebrate this Mass here this morning, afternoon. It's afternoon now. So, as we begin our Mass, Tugami seo baki con cuivne con gomution and tafran kalura. Adviam do ia lo coptog, Augustive sha avrara, go faki me go trom, le smuinav August le briher, le gniv August le folly, trimo carfain, trimo bor carfain. Na aber shin in pim ne wira shiro, na hangul August na nave, August Arifsha Avrara, we are Mahan Conan Tirda dear. Gunyana dia il Quokter Clokra Orn, the Mahashir Baki Duan, August Godrori She Konabaha Shiri Shin. Ahirna Dame Trokra. Acreus Dame Trokra. Ahirna Dame Trokra. It's Guimish. A year na chóachta is na trógra. Dionig an spirit de cheach shell of a hógáil orin, agus champel firfa a glóra a dhéanamh dín. Sinné an mí cogatrina dearna Isa Christ, ein bach dé mar ein leis an spirit nave, a boran agus a rialíon latsa, trí hail na sail. Amen.
An héad léocht. Tá a onú féin gach ilení, agus tá a rá ann don ile chunó faoin spéir. Trá brethe, trá báis, trá curtha síl, trá buinte fóir, trá maratha, trá leis, trá leagtha, trá tógála, trá gcuil, trá gáire, trá cinte, trá rinke, trá scapatha cloch, trá balatha cloch, trá bertha baróg, trá séanta baróg, trá cuardig, trá cailte, trá camata, trá catte, trá strócatha, trá fuála, trá tosta, trá cainte, trá grá, trá fua, trá cogig, trá síocánta. Sinné bríthir dé.
Buíochas Lydia.
An tíana mhuire, ní bheith ní dhearm. An tíana mhuire, ní bheith ní dhearm. An tíana mhuire, ní bheith ní dhearm. When shall me imon erfertas, Scholen schermel an ischkame, Maravai mi suevnas. She anti in amira, nivegeni daiam. Scholen scheme erinta diraka, maragyaran. Juda schulini andarktas, nirvelam antarkas, agus tu farem ledaslatis vala, consolus a heartam. Sheanti in amira, nivegeni daiam. Shasmi for Holden Hallelujah.
Agus Natwe. Schlopt as an soscéil néf an the réir néf mach. San am sin hánig duine den scríbatha chuig Íosa agus cuir sé ceist céin céad aithne den a haanta go léir. Dragar Íosa, seo í an céad ceann, clin a Israel, or díorna dia is éon tíorna ann, agus gra óig tú do hiarna dia ó do crí go thomláin, agus do og danam go thomláin, agus do dagna go thomláin, agus ó do neart go thomláin. Seo í an dara ceann, gra óig tú do cuarsa mar thú féin. Níl aithne eile is mó ná iadsan. Soscéil an tíorna. Mola dit a Christ. See you again, Ish. And again, welcome to this lovely celebration. Marks a milestone, not only for the school, but also, of course, in the life of Múinteoir Méabh and her family. As I mentioned earlier, it's wonderful that we can come together to, in some way, some small way, mark this important transition in your life. You were mentioning earlier, there's a lot of mixed emotions. I'm sure looking back on over the years and thinking of all of the different experiences, all of the different students that you have come into contact with, teachers and staff in the school, and what wonderful, wonderful occasions and celebrations. And always transition is difficult. It's not easy. It's letting go and moving on. And you're in that time now, that transition. But of course, we look forward in hope to all of the wonderful experiences that lie ahead for you and your family. Now that you'll have a little bit more time, a little bit freer, please God, you'll do all of those wonderful things that you wanted to do and perhaps were not able to do because of the constraints of time and so on. So we look forward also to the future with hope and with light, and asking God's blessings on you and your family as you take leave of the school. I'm sure you've been talking to many, many different people, and I'm sure they've been wishing you all of the best of luck as you take this step in your life. As a teacher here in the school, I have a letter here which I'm going to read. It's from Múinteoir Méabh Uí Chonghaile, who's a teacher here in the school, was a past pupil, is that right, as well, here in the school? Yes, absolutely. So the letter tells about her experience here in the school, and particularly her experience of you as a teacher. And I think a lot of what's in that letter is really not just speaking from one person, but speaking really from many, many students, pupils, and indeed staff members who have come into contact with you over the last 31 years. So I'm just going to read the letter as is, and it's come from the heart, and it's from all of us also. This was a letter written, as I say, by Aifreann. And it was a question that she was given, or an essay title, to discuss the phrase, a successful teacher provides pupils not only with a sense of who they are, but more importantly, of who they might become. They were asked to discuss that. She wrote the following. When I first read this statement, I immediately related it to my past experiences and thought about what the statement meant to me personally. When I look back at my own childhood and education, there is one teacher in particular that stands out in my mind, who to me is a perfect example of this statement. She was a teacher who helped me discover my own talents and abilities, but also aided me in becoming the person I am today. I remember meeting her on my first day of primary school as a 4-year-old, nervous and afraid of leaving the comfort of my mother's arms for the first time. My mind was immediately put at rest when I was introduced to her and told she would be my teacher for the next year. It would later transpire that she would be my teacher for 2 years, in fact, something I am very grateful for. What was so great about this particular teacher is that she seemed to have an innate understanding and compassion for her pupils. She understood that most, if not all of us, were terrified of starting a new school with strangers. She was extremely sensitive to this. Most importantly, she respected us and valued our opinions and ideas. As our first year in primary school began, many instances come to mind of her providing me and many others with a sense of who we were at that age and nurturing our talents and our abilities. She encouraged us to try new things, be it art, music, or sport. If we failed at something, she never got cross or angry. Instead, she praised us for our efforts and encouraged us to try again, assuring us that with hard work, we would eventually conquer it. As time went on, I looked forward to going to school. Once afraid and nervous, I now couldn't wait to enter the classroom every morning, eagerly anticipating what we would be learning that day. This was due in most part to the positive environment she had created for us. In those 2 years of education with her, she helped me to build my self-esteem, interact with other children, make new friends, try new things, develop new skills. Most importantly, however, she helped me to become the person I am today. Even though I was only 4 and 5 at the time, I will never forget the positive influence she had on me in that short space of time. Neither, it appears, have my former classmates. I recently had a discussion with a group of girls I was in primary school with, and our conversation turned to this teacher. Oh, Maeve was so lovely. I'll never forget how nice she was, one of the girls said, with the rest nodding in agreement. She was to us the teacher we could go to if we had a problem. I was delighted, but not at all surprised, that I was not the only one who felt this way about her. Through her kindness, patience, and understanding, she helped me in more ways than I thought possible. When I was in secondary school, and it was time to think about my possible career choices, A big part of my decision to become a teacher was her, the positive experience of education she had provided me. I thought, I want to help children the way she helped all of us. I was fortunate enough to meet Maeve a few months ago while on my work experience in my own primary school. She greeted me, instantly remembering my name and asking for my family. She seemed delighted that I was interested in becoming a teacher, telling me that she had always known that would be the job for me. She said she had never forgotten me in all her years teaching. This made me happier than she will ever know. The thought that I had a positive effect on her, just like she had on me, was wonderful. So, to finish, I think this statement is completely true and something that all teachers should aspire to achieve with their pupils. It is my biggest hope that someday a pupil will remember me the way I have remembered her. Lovely words. We give a round of applause. Thank you to Ashley Marie for sharing that letter with us. But I think, as I mentioned at the beginning, it sums up really the feelings, the thoughts, the love of so many students, past students, and indeed present students, and the respect, deep respect and love that they have for you, Múinteoir Méabh. And while it is difficult, I'm sure, for the staff and for the students to say goodbye, transitions, as I mentioned, are part of life. They're part of our lives. And so this is just another one that you will take, I know, in your stride. So again, all of God's blessings for the future. Thank you. There's going to be some words at the end as well, as you're aware. But thank you for all of your time here in the school, for sharing so much more than just knowledge, but who you are with the students who came into contact with you. So God bless you into the years ahead. God bless you. Well done. Finish we in public going.
Gui mead the Múinteoir Méabh agus dá clown, Neil, Owen, Cormac agus Eve. Gomeg amantí cluine úntacha os a goramach, a hiarna éislinn.
A hiarna bicansa agus éislinn.
Gui mead the éirí na scoile, gomeg fad códígrisiach is tílis le Méabh, agus go lean mead aig leis an sprid álinn a scap Méabh in our mask, a hiarna éislinn.
A hiarna bicansa agus éislinn.
Gui mead das na páistí fad a bhún Méabh haar na blianta. Go dúra siad lo an sunnas agus an grád an bhálam agus na ngaileann a thug Méabh dóibh, a hiarna éislinn.
A hiarna bicansa agus éislinn.
Gui mead de hiacán in our dear agus a down. Go méid an siacán a thug an Múinteoir Méabh lé an tamar frad mar brontanas dún ile, a hiarna éislinn.
A hiarna bicansa agus éislinn.
Gui mead de hismaitheoirí Méabh, Peggy agus Paul, agus das na héine buinte len our bobbal scoil atá methe chlí na fearne. Smínomí go háirithe Múinteoir Gobnas a bhí ina cólacatha úntach ag Méabh is a gcuine. Solas na bhlachas dóibh ile, a hiarna éislinn.
A hiarna bicansa agus éislinn.
Gui mead dar bápa pronsias, dar naspag Diarmid, dar séplínach an Tatha Roderick, dar gahirlach an Tatha Richard agus na Claire Illig. Go stiúróig siad sin I dro bhríthar agus tactracht dé I gcónaí, a hiarna éislinn.
A hiarna bicansa agus éislinn. Sin é an rí cúitrí díreanna Iesu Christ. Amen. Agus níos tá an ófrá. leis an íbhart seo uamse agus uamse. Chun leathan tíorna leis an íbhart seo ó do lába chun an nóra agus glóra anam agus chun sacr duine agus na donéad aglis ile. Tá míad pártach a chiarnach I gcuimhne cá fást ó bhic, trínar hill sé an spirit néamh a cheachtarn. Glach go ceansa lenar nurnathe, agus Johnny go rachamíd níos mó I glód ó bhic, agus go dúramíd breis baineise de hir. Sin é an mhuí cúga trí Christ ardíirna. Amen. Go raibh an tíorna libh. Tógadh í ba gríthe in orda. Gáis buíochas leis an tíorna dia. Is ceart agus is cordúin go dain, is cuí agus is tábhach. Buíochas a go bháil leat de hir agus I ngachát ahar néfa, trí do bhach muirnach Ias a Christ, do bhríthar trí na nearna tú an Ilaní, a cuirtú cuing or bhláán a hór agus má uscail tór, a an colíoch an spirit néamh agus a ruga an maidú. Agus a colíana do chola, agus ag gnóchú pobl néfade, cín sé amach a lába agus ag fullan, chan an bás a scrisha, agus an taisirí a nochta. Ime sin mar éon leis na hangel agus leis na néamh ile, fó gríamíd do glór á rá déngá. Is néfa hú, a hir na dia na slua, tá náb agus tála bláán le do glór, Hosanna sa harda. Is banahan teatá tap din anam tíirna, Hosanna sa harda. The hirna is nefa hú go fearna, is tú tabar na nefachta go léir. Nevig mar sin in pimi dart, na bronntaí na shot na drop the spirit, chun gannéin for dí in a chór carp agus scoil ardíirna, Ias a Christ. Nuair a bhí sé á chóirt sús chun na pasha da Ión féin, glach sé an torán, agus a gháil buíochas leat, fris agus chug da yeisgabal, árá. Glachagí agus ihigí ile a seo, or is é seo go corp a chórfar bhórsan. An chuí céine taréis an topéir ag glacha na calíise agus a gháil buíochas leat a ríis, thug sé da yeisgabal árá. Glachagí agus ólagí ile astí seo, or is I seo calís mo cuid falla, fuil an dúi hiamna éirí, dearfar íomh son agus son mórán, chun machúnas na bací, déanagí é seo I gcuimhne armsa. Agus anis mundíomhar an credh. Táimig ag fógart do bháis a hirna, agus ag comóra daisirí nó go dagatú. Do réir sin a hirna dia ag cuiinmh dúin bhás agus aisirí Christ, ó frálamid dit do rán na batha, agus calís an tulánathe. Agus gáimid buíochas leat, toscar a fiú leat sin a bheith I do láthair agus ag fónamh dit. Iarmid go hól ort conéanta for le chéile, the chócht an spirit néamh, sinne atá pártach I garb agus I bhfuil Christ.
Tá chuine híorna dáta se fud an dámbúr. Chun de néfáid in jaar tú sa chorántaach gcuideadh le ar Papa Francis ar an aspectú leis na cléirile. Cuinig freisin ar Múinteoir féin a fúbás agus iad ag siúla le Osraí, agus orthas siúd ile tá imar lína fíringe frídabrí, agus fáilte go romping is teach I solas de glór. Tín trochar oring ile I píimi dart, anas gur fiú sinna bheith barta sa fecha hírí, tú a bhile sa glórú. I gcuideadh na maidin muire mar dé, néamh aspalacht néamhine, a rinne de hill se riomh an áil trí de bhach Ias a Christ.
Is tríd agus leis agus saona thugtar gach ó nóir agus glór ditsa a dhí an tarla chóta in éintach den Spirit Nave, trí hail na sail. Amen. Sanis gwimish kan an ahar fwi mar gún ar san a hordún a yen. Ar nahar, char nab, gwne for danum, gwnaga the reef, when yenter the holler and talib mar yenter a nab, ar na ron le hul to dún in you, agus mat dún ar veka, mar vahamid na darvek kuna fei, agus na lig shini gafu, ag ser shin, amen. Ser sin o gachalt in pimidar te hirna, toer doen o kinalt a shielkan lennerlin. Anis go memid le konev de rokra, seir on baka igoni, agus slaan on ille woord, agus sinnig soel lesh an dokas nefa, agus le tjaft dar slaan a chore, Iesa Christ. Or is latsa an riach agus an corps agus an glor tri hail slave. Here na Iesa Christ the door the gospel. Fogum shiakan agad, tugum div mohiakan. Na fake our bakana, aka crediv daglisha. Jonig shiakan a forti agus ia eintu. Fuimars tollat fein, tusa a varan agus a realian tri hail na sail. Amen. Shiakan and tirna live igoni. One day, Hogan hanging down, into one day, Hogan hanging down, into one day, Hogan hanging down, into Sho one day, sho ente Hogan paki on down. Is men are dove should for Kirk and Shera on Owen. Here then, if you make a joke for we moin, a gabisham buckle of his life for a man.
Seo piasa fiúcum torpran siasa amach thug siad do bhuagas ormsa éileamh ach tá sa gungur ó ceann de scuinóirí is fearr na Múinteoir John O'Donoghue in Ireland. This is where your life has arrived. After all the years of effort and toil, look back with graciousness and thanks on all your great and quiet achievements. You stand on the shore of new invitation to open your life to what is left undone. Let your heart enjoy a different rhythm when drawn to the wonder of other horizons. Have the courage for a new approach to time. Allow it to slow until you find freedom. To draw alongside the mystery you hold and befriend your own beauty of soul. Now is the time to enjoy your heart's desire, to live the dreams you've waited for, to awaken the depths beyond your work and enter into your infinite source.
Scoil Hirna an Múinteoir Danig tú leis an spirit né, choigh tú iad le sacrament do bheith. Tar I gaur orthú, fasta le do bhanach, agus séir iad ó gach anapin. Go básan iad in a grá, agus I grá chéile le linn ar sail. Sin é ar bhuí cúgad trí Christ ar díonna. Amen. And again, just before the final blessing, another two more people will say some words at the end of our Mass, but again, I'm delighted to have been able to be part, I'm sure Father Squidden as well, to be part of this wonderful celebration for the school, but also for yourselves. And all of God's blessings on you as you set off now on a new and exciting journey. Go raibh an tíorna léamh.
Agus that day.
Go many díal cópach sibh, ahar, mach, agus an spirit né. Tá an tapran thar, imigi, we hiachán. Hiachas, let. I've forgotten to thank the musicians during that. So thank you very much. Absolutely wonderful.
Okay, accorda, Tommy Deireadh and Aifreann agus mar dúirt an Tahar Roderick, míle buchas de clowny costada, i'r scolari úntach na scoile, agus Tommy anna buach dúid, siasa de stachla anna chud fógra chun an job seo dhéanamh dúin inniu agus Vanessa agus na Harún den car fad a thug sibh dúin. Tá chun éirí dúis, thar ceann bhórbanistíocht na scoile, éirí gahiúlach nua, cúpla foclará bhí íor cahiúlach lín maidin cátní borachú far íorní féidir léhí a bheith den Aifreann tránána inniu dhéanam mar bronna cáid as ach an fáid seir a bhís a bhí céimar cahiúlach mór tásúla going go méid an Tahar Richard lín có fada agus a bhí bud dadar fé sin. So tá an Tahar Richard scuivann mar cahiúlach an bhór chun cúpla focail mar dhealar méid agus bronna í dhéanamh.
So dus werden gewoon werkers de Roderick en Aifreann. We should ask each other dan tevelen de kahar nieuw het raam dan fijn. Nothing to do today. So riding side saddle maar there ha. So we're about to we should agus werkers de fijn China question agus learn but there scoil dan alle hoe dan last beschielte show aan een half. Is of for sachen die show dan I suppose die small winter combination scoil. So the data be made secrets of way kind of a important show, but the second lead shot on Mark Kahirlik the board banished here. So Chin and Kush Will and Sharm imagine can run to this yoga heart a no show. Ivad needs more gang at the guns to let our head to him that which may August the winter cannon the Blienta Anna Gomer Méabh Agus Neil Nama Hussig Behesi Kalash Kiran in 1986 we were on open Sinbidin to Shin August the posh to Bioga the Vichy down of Bioga that gave an large impression. But I'm trying you to John Hopkins and it's not honest special can Bob Wirkus that the son the Blienta cut to show knock into can unfold association. Is Banner Scout or moon to his inti. My God, this is just a beautiful sentiment that says it all, what we would like to do today. We make Lorag and Breher, again, our imagine kind of what verb would I use to talk about what was happening today. I decided that we were here, come to a squeala amach and doras. We remain Breher and the fall, but to a squeala amach and doras. And you know, it's more and true when we the stick and shock. Gan COVID gone down on Kinte. Maybe makar an ashter turf agus an lawn an art go lawn the ear dal tea agus your Múinteoir. For me lesson on a heart of couple of lino hill he is a public scholar queen up in law be sermon he is and shit agus the customary country in the Shan Múinteoir agus do the dot no ear Múinteoir so but the it go near gone down ear dal tea Múinteoir planet of Winterlish Skull to him the English the Almond show. But just to say thanks on behalf of the board for your wonderful time here. I heard somebody with a little story earlier in the week who said that somebody in one of the senior classes said, Múinteoir Méabh gave me a ruler in second class. And I suppose it's those little things which have made the difference. So thank you for the little things that you've done so well here at the school. And on behalf of the board, I thank you very much and salute that commitment and the time that you've given here to countless families and students who have graced this school and who now have benefited and lived a life greatly enriched because of your time to them. I'm not sure why this date was picked. It could have something to do with the DES and all of that kind of stuff. But there's a strange synergy that today is the Feast of the Guardian Angels. And it struck me strongly this morning, I heard that. We had the archangels during the week. You're not an archangel, okay? But I think you truly are a guardian angel. Angels bring messages, they bring light, and they guide us along the way. And I think truly you have been an angel to countless families and generations here, where you have enriched them with knowledge and brought them message. You have enlightened their lives and you've guided them. So thank you for being a guardian angel to so many people, and I salute you on this day when we are mindful of that. And I'll finish and invite you to join with me as we as Roderick said earlier, to pray God's blessing upon you. But on this day of the guardian angels, we all learned the prayer, probably from our parents. I learned from my grandmother. O angel of God, my guardian dear, to whom God's love permits me here, ever this day and night by the side, to light and guard, to rule and guide. So, at Multus Annus, God's blessing of the years ahead on this new chapter, where it will bring you, Neil, and your family. And we look forward to being part of that chapter, because while we are letting you out, we're not letting you go. So, as a discreet distance, please come forward. So, a small token of appreciation from all the boards that have been here. So, reveal them out. Okay.
And this big áthas ar na páistí ar fáil go bhfuil a máiste chun cúpla focail ará. Ach sargados nó mé cá mé fáilte speisialta a chur riven fear atá ceontach a seo ar fad. Mar darnóin is an íorváistir Mihal, Corson le méid, he is a Cashel Downs, a dustig méid an céad láirí agus an bór banistíirta, agus de sin a bhí tamid an a bhuiach, don gasca sin a dhéanais an scoil. Fáilte over fádisteach go dtí an ócáid yes, ach brónach airslite seo. Cosúla gachéine an seo sa scoil, agus gachéine atá ag féchan isteach ón maile, tamid idir chuoine agus ceiliúra inniu. Tamid ag chuoine de bhar ben úntach, dearafach, cinálta agus flathúil, a bheith amacht mar lárach léthúil ón ar saoil ibre agus ar saoil fánama úin. Tamid ag ceiliúra de bhar a méad atá tucha ag méad ar bobbal scoile, le blianas trocha agus de bhar go bhfuil méad ag súil go méid bar sáinte agus blianta fada de achtraí, sport agus cólúdar go méad, agus ré nua úntach áthas nua god ar an géad céim eile den eistir saoil. Is Múinteoir passionta atá nar gar méad agus ní nach úna. Nach breling go meach Peggy agus Paul, mam agus Dad méad an seoinneoh mar rá go minic ag ceiliúra nó ócáide seo. Tá mí cinnte go bhfuil si de breithnú an uasaran os na flachas agus iad go thomláin bródúil mar a bhíadú riamh as an iníon úntach a thugadar dúirna seo. Fátíí míad riamh Ciarán, Orla, Rónán, Fidelma agus a dlana atá ag féchant isteach or an inniu. Arís nach breilín go méidis an seo in hallan na scoile mar bachóir ach be deis eile gain amach le cúna dé. Mar cólachaí ní éitimís duine níos fearr ná méad a bheith gain riamh. Is cóirleoir, éistóir, cabhrthóir, tacathóir agus inspiráid leanúnach tú méad agus móthóid mé héin go persanta agus gach ile duine ar an bhhairn uan tú dus na scileanna sin. Díochtúireann ar fad mar ghoine le stádas choral. Gan íon ard ar ís, stádas, cúra agus uaireanta easpa céile go háirithe mo chás féin. Tá mé mís riamh in am an gátar le héan siblód in ár saoil, bhíos a gin gur tusa an chéad duine a do cnaga ar an óise, nó ag dearad lína go háin mar cháir agus clústú. Ar an grí chéine, bheitfá mar an chéad duine leis an deachtar cógáardachas agus an focail molta dúin sna hamananta maithe in ár saoil. Is tréthe ar a bheith speisialta na tréthe sin. Má tá focail a bháin úsáte le seachtain an nuas I meas na fórna fút, is flachúlacht an focail sin. Bhí tú gcónaí fial flachúil in neach slí. The chuiris an cuincap the deer, drop everything and read, go mór right sa scoil. Ach nuair a tháinig sé go ann do gcuine eile is díl a bhí an úsáide go féin. Drop everything and listen. Bhí is a I do cólúdar gur orine agus orine a bháin ar áis díirithe nó gur lorgaíam mar do cóla. Bhí tú flachúlacht le de chuid ama, de chuid fáine agus de chuid ardú menam. Níor chail tú deis riamh an taobh is fearr go gach éine agus gach achtra aim siú. Ní léon dát lá go bhacha tú an léine I gcónaí a bheith leáin nó go thomláin lán formhór an. Darnóin ní dúine go príomha go ráis an seo. Cosúla de bhamas diaid is a gcóir na páistí go raibh tú anseo. Mar a haspáin na taptartaí ar Facebook agus a focail deasaráte le léhananta nuas agus ach go háirithe san leabhar íomhana atá déanta na páistí nó an rudéis. Tá ceann agus meas ag na páistí atá anseo agus na scoláirí ar fad gur diagóirí nó dína fásta inisiad. Cuide cofiú go raibh sé de fribléad ag go páistí féinnig tú a bheith mar Múinteoir. Ní raibh mórán á féile an nuair a déag na páistí Múinteoir Méabh. Tá nach an lesan sin tiltte a dhéine is a gutsa a bhí. Go de clánúntaach tá mí cinnte go bfuil sibh ag súil le roinnt fáinní smó go de cóúidir de cócarach úntaach de spreaga agus gacáil eile a bheith cá. Tá sé míad níl áfach nach make een loan readers van Lewin Shikun. Apparently there's a technical glitch next Monday. The Owen, Cormac, agus Eve, Thais agree. Kepo Broadwood is the top of Ramam, a stock a unit. Beg nis more am a few initiate, con a veg Karu, agus a command Sular, a horror orsa Cormac. Thais agree, go make fantastic Lord Maeve. Cholú agus bhfuil cedimh in arís. Ach gandát, bei tú an de lí dhéanamh go Kildare Village, dún droma agus béidir go bí tíos ó am go chéile. Gandát is boundarí in na stíle tú agus ní bheith géon stróir na seicin ó ónráin na dachas a chahab go fíl. Má tá strainú de passion fashion a dhéanamh ag títe cehar be mí ag molla go láidir go méid tusa mar an lár óir nua a bheith go fáil. Commána sin, tá mí cinnte go méid cluban na leabhar na carach an na hásta go méid ní smó ama gud le haid de fashion eile saoil an léhórat. Tháinig grád de leabhar tras na dúin ní smó an aim rud eile. Fadas go méid leabharlann in ár scoilne agus in ár seomraí. Smuoinóí dort agus na leabhar ar fad a boltul a thugtú a ríosach dúin agus a thugtú inspráid dúin iad a léamh. Tá isagón go mé fá ag éirí ar na páistí atá líon fé láthair, agus a bheith a ghain san todhchaí, gach second gur féidir lotha a chahab ag léamh is ag léamh mar a dúirtú féin ní slúthe inniuh. Faoi dheartha, tuige méid an grá a bhí agat dar dána féin. Gaelic nó Gaeilge a dálann tú héin sa baile ar scoil agus an Gaeltacht i Múinteoir I dtíor chonel agus a cehar rua a gan amara. Déanaim I dar níhil an dílseacht an danga den áráníocht, den cheol agus dargáiltúir a thuirtléin ar scoil agus las mod an scoil sa saolbhór. Tá is a bhain méid nach méid tú riamh a strón séar an seo sa Gaelscoil mar a dúirt an Cahar Richard. Leannig de spréid úntaach in ár measc, agus beidh fáilte ród sa seomra fórna, timpeall an clós, agus tar nóin ag ar nó ócáidí speisialte agus sóisialte éon am gur bhagat. Ní bheith míad mar a ggéine gan tú a bheith gach lá, ach ní éine bhain mar a ggéine ó nómad gur bhúil mar leat. Má thugam míad léon éon fáin géad go de fihéasca le daoine do bhna spreice agus an grá den saoil atá agad beag an táidearach in Osraí. Gwy míad saoil nua, fada, sláán túil, spríúil agus grábharacht a bhéad. Go maranta ón céad, cóthóga de intin is a tatú inis. Croch leat a cheolta agus gnáirí gacáile agus mar dúirt an Cahar Richard scoile mis amach an bobalí agus gnáirí gaga. Space the popular life on Cahar Richard Needham kun a fucking shan outside. I'm Connery are the ear Colaki and ish egg wait to shot the father-in-law Siobhan running here in the board her count Florna in the spot at top by the head great. Agus Chomhaile sin tá bronna eile an speisialta le déanamh go bhfuil. Agus seo smaoineamh a bhí ag múinteoir eile réadúnta nua atá an scoil múinteoir más agus taise gom rád a chur rang a cehar múinteoir rút le chéile rád ag an speisialta bosca de úntaisí agus taise gom nó go bhfuil an bronna déanta go bhfuil tá Cormac mac Múinteoir Méabh atá mar an céad luain eile ag múna in scoil tá Cormac chun an bronna i dhéanamh inis agus an sin tá ní chun fiachant fiasa scanán a déanamh ar maidin na rang a cehar. Well, Tommy couldn't scan on his point. It was meaning check up for the town.
Sugar heavy.
Seo féile is Baldwin Club an Sahar gach lána sé. Seo Conra chun finna a chuirte daisling a cholína. Seo síolta, duna síolta ólas ar fad a chuirte hána blianta. Seo ag sásta, duna páistí sula sásta ar fád an bhfuil scoil Osraí. Seo críthe, bar sásta tanfas ar na tréimh sé nua atá ag tasnú. Seo Marlíní, in áiteanna cíne ar fád a cailtear ar scoil. Seo agad, le cúpla euros a bhreis inis chun rudaí deasa a ceannach.
Antáhaid a gur maith go sin.
Seo America, chun an tréimh sé nua seo a bheith chomh. Seo Berlin, ní ceilmhóra ceart ag an bhí. Seo Ban de Lachta, tá sí tábhachta go lean an salúbacht. Seo Cafe, le go leor anna agat inis chun cupan omláin a oil sol marí sé fór.
Seo sopanna glánta onis go bheith tú in ann do scí a limit le joc na deasa.
Seo Críoch, onis go méid na léitheanta amach an seo sanna agus dearg. Seo Stegris, well is even na gachtain in mil seo.
Seo Léirscan, onis go féidir leat na deirs éilethe na scoile a thaimsiú.
Seo Bucket List, lista gníomh íochtaí agus smíti álan a rangní an bhór múinteoir Deireadh agus Sheila, chun tú a cumad gnócha.
Sin cóis a síolta chuid mé seán
Níos míle buchas múinteoir Cormac an job déanta agus míle buchas go rang a cehar múinteoir rút a chur é sin le chéile. Agus ag an bpointe seo, seair go déimi go dtí píosa scanán aníos ag Deireadh tá Múinteoir Méabh chun cúpla focail ará i féad ceapadh. agus bólisteach mé.
Míle buíochas bháiste. A cháirde míle buíochas a sin ar fad bhí sé dochreidse gach ile rod. Cumad mé an sin é I gcónaí. Míle buíochas an tárád bhí sé cóspeisialta. Is brála nó léonú an tachan agus liniú cóígan. Buíochas ó Crí. An tá Richard míle buíochas agus mar deirteach anna bhín ar chéile leis na blianta agus bhí go leor chóráte a bhín agus bhín súla sin go mún roimh maith Richard agus Seán do a deachla buíochas ó Crí bhí sé go híomhann chum cóbuíoch asta déanach anmhá takeíocht agus cáirdeas leis na blianta agus tá isabhain go leanaí sé sin buíochas ó Crí gur fada goin tú agus go bidí dia slán tú. Ítach gach den eáil bhí an rud cóspeisialta. Mi háil ítach tú a eáil inniu tusa a bheal mé an seo an chéad lá agus tám cóbuíochta sin. Chaid mé troch a héan blian dochreidse an seo. Ban mé tanad as gach ile lá. Míle buíochas mi háil. Bhí scoil nuair tháinig mé an seo ar an scoil comór seo domsa. Scoil cosúla scoil túiseach leis na tré sin, páiste lárneach an Gaeilge mar chrí lár na scoile, agus dearfachas, agus tá sé fós mar sin. Agus mi háil spragan tú mé agus fós lean raig leis na WhatsApp ítach sin, lein leanáil sin. Ítach agus go mara tú an céad agus blian eile chun Aifreann. Míle buíochas mi háil. Dá mar cháirde ar fad inniu an ceol ceap mé go raibh mé riamh na bhláis. Bhí sé go híomhann. Agus tá gach ile mir na padracha an léacht gach ile rud cóirúnach ar maidin na leabhar íomhainn na píosa ar an televís. Bhí sé just gach ile rud an tsinóil bhí gach rud cóspeisialta na cháirde. Agus just chun dul fríd gach rud an seo. Ar eagla go bhfáige mé rud éigean amach. Anis an éireann ar bhrála má bhuíochas a gabháil tíobhse ar fad. Fearann den géad sco. Bhí na buíochas ó Crí má cáirde, má cólacaithe, partners in crime, gach rud bhí léanta den sco agin an seo. Dúirt me athirlum ó éigean. Maeve, you have a great staff. Sean, I think you thought I was in charge. I said, you know what, tá isagam go bhfuil fearann den sco. Agus nuair a déag ma hisismóirí go riach na bláis. An takeíocht a bhór mé an seo, bhí áthas orm go raibh mé an seo. Nuair a dil mé ar an scoil, cheap mé go raibh mé dul a bhaile. Bhí mé I bhachlan ba cháirde. Thug sibh ara takeíocht gach agus bhí sé mar sin I gcónaí. Leanaigh ar gorgeous, ba mé arás, ba mé ar cuairt, ba fáilte roimh I gcónaí go dtí maithe. Ma cháirde buíochas ó Crí. Agus ag smaoinehar gach rud ar maidin gair a beag chomh maith ag fécinn dear an scanán ionach sin domsa tríd na blianta. Bhí smaoin bhí me just rála mé tá smaoin si ionach an sin na haimá retirement. Bhí sé dearmad a gom that in the 80s that I was a drummer in Queen. I'd forgotten that also that I was a great soccer player. I was thinking, will I take that up? I'd also forgotten that I like manual work for one day. I think I saw myself thinking. And then this beautiful book that came with probably ideas that are really me. Buíochas ó Crí, Háirde, go híomhainn ar fad. Inniu gan doubt Tommy smaoineh ar gobna chomh. Tá sí labba na néamh ag fécinn genú Osraí I deanta ma hisismóirí agus Tommy smaoineh orthú ar fad. Grastó dhia agus siacán siarí nó ar fad. Leabhar mé, chun rud ag an ráis an hisismóirí atá ag éisteacht gur míle maithide. Laura Melish na Páistí ar Maidin ag an Chinol, bhí sé fíor speisialta. So I did have the chance to speak to the wonderful children this morning. I wanted from my heart to thank you for entrusting them to me and to us every day. Every day something wonderful has happened in this school. They're Páistí then Scott, they're a credit to you all. And míle buíochas to you for that. Thank you for your support, positivity, cooperation, and the humbling good wishes over the last few days. As I said, your children sparked joy every day and raised me up and carried me through Rohimore and Peel. May God bless and keep them always, and may they be forever young. To Neil, Owen, Cormac and Eve, buíochas an grá agus an taceacht, thug sibh dom I gcónaí. Even listening every evening to my scéalta, you showed such interest. Gurb míle maith gach ille rud for sharing my life, sharing everything to do with this wonderful school. And the Páistí also to my clown who are agéisteach in you and the Connollys and McManuses. Constá sibh grá mór agus á mór. Agus a cardja, just to finish with another line from another favourite song of mine. And it's Ní slán go Joe, ach slán go fóil. But since it falls onto my lot that I should leave and you should not, I'll gently rise and softly call, God bless and joy be with you all. For a fada bún sibh ar fad, agus míle buíochas an lá, fear speisialta seo. Of míle maith.
We're going to meet on Road Kerry and HC Yenamur Armadin. We're going to unmute all our classes and we're going to have a big, huge full of us in the scoil that we can hear in the holla for everybody to come. I think we'll manage to get Shane to put all the sound back on if we can manage it. And when we're ready, Cora Oigan Master is talking. Hey, come on, Tommy, wait. Míle maith Henning sé right go Joe agus Hamid on the way. Tá sí bar father Culas the Reach because he's the sport of it. Arish, Sargo Greek Nimi, on Wake Specialty, Don Tara Roderick, Mina Wakas the Maria Breed, also on Banner Untuk, Aloy on Tara Richard, Nias Luha, August and Tara August. Idor Mersager, Pamaska, so they can wait to shop. After Chemir, Hispanaha or Scoil for Buntu, Inti, August is Munto Maria Breed, no Munto Maria T, who is Tyra, a yen on Mana, all in chain, a faint all, August Hamid on the way of the Asopton over a yen sheer chain. Hamid on the way of her father, town Econila, a Hanigon on shot and yo, August who may have doing a flight truck a hen being, August Tam Kintigo Civic Suigamore at Lindy Event Rashigrid, where Dutne, her Richard, her Roderick, on her Roderick, it fall Brisha, Fahin or Steve on Grace called Captain, Margameg, Kate Comino, a quid the wrong a tree, or yen if get a mark, yes, shape here near the opera, August Hamid on the way of the noble Untuk Shin Igoni. So, Shimmer at all, a card, the Gaptina Ahaniga stock, Tan Aifreann, August and Sherman is Shaw. She tapped it again, August Beck she'd occur for again her YouTube in the school in the agus féidir le aon duine chaileach an láinú fiochan tíre. Tá míad anna bhuiach ar tháinig sibhisteach ceamad iad we having lots and lots of people an túfástíine sáháile I ngacháid timpeall an domhain ceann méabh íor scoláirí na scoile, íor bhúntóirí na scoile, deachtaine atá an méid sin meascá ar gara úntaach atá a gcuinniú. So mar sin tá míad mar dúirt an Tar Richard Rees chun méabh a scoile amach agus nó go déan si amach Commission na dána méabh ach tá brat goram agus bán ag crocha go bródú a lasmod an scoil agus fuir ní féidir lumsa de galan John Joe a chana ach táis a gcuin go méid Múinteoir cabán Múinteoir na Múinteile agus gaptain a bhfuil aithne go an a bródú as an inniu. Ok, Níla maithagad? Brónam, no, tá anna brónam. Dhéon méid ar rud anna háach ar fad. Tá scanán úntaach le Spáint a gcuin inis agus tá sé réig ag sé le dul. We have a very special photo story a chur Múinteoir Siobhan le chéile le cabhar ó Bhúnteoir Sylvia agus ó Bhúnteoir Ruth le néar chur le chéile. CBCR, the Copán Cafe a gcuin Fiachagaí ar an 8 nó 9 nómad úntaach seo duna críní gaile atá a gcuin ar héal Múinteoireacht a Méabh Linn anseo sa scoil. Agus chuir mí deireadh leis an lá le sin. Íorscoileára úntaach na scoile agus tá sí ag amachtarráid go dtí scoil néamh híos Fáinmhaile agus tá an tádearad leotha íáil so íorm Múinteoir Cuimh de Bácear Capsúil agus gafa le bronntaí scoiláine. Agus sin bhfuil a card gael gur míle maith agus gur míle maith to Shane on Shaw. We had a slight technical glitch, but we got through. Agus míle buíoch to Shane the gafod into in your Íorscoileára capam da Múinteoir Méabh Uí Chonghaile so she were me. So gur míle maith the gafod in the beach.